Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to the Scotland Yard Classic. Game number 3, game 2 for the Highland Park Scots. They'll take on the Allen Eagles in this one. The Eagles, fresh off a 2-1 win over the Keller Indians earlier in the day. The Scots run-ruled the same Indian squad 11-0 with a walk-off home run by Jack Curtis. I'm Rob Davis, along with Tyler Presley, our cameraman. We're here to bring you the game for GameOn Sports. Let me quickly run down the lineups, what we're going to have here for this afternoon. A couple of very storied football franchises are going to square off here at Scotland Yard. First off, for the Allen Eagles, let me run through their entire lineup for you here. I'll get theirs for you in a moment as I scramble. Okay, leading off, the center fielder Nick Mosquita, then Brady Coe, the third baseman. Garrett Carter, the left fielder. Tate Green at second base. Luke Voorhees, the DH. Lathan Van Osdale, the shortstop. Justin Scott, the catcher. Blake Martinez in right. And Ryan Rukema, the first baseman. And I think we might be pausing for the national anthem here in a moment. Maybe we'll get team introduction. Before we get onto that, pitching for Allen will be Colin Huspin, a right-hander who has signed to go to Temple University. And now for the homestanding Highland Park Scots, they'll start off with Braden Jerovic, the center fielder, followed by Jack True, the second baseman, Ben Bailey at third, Jack Curtis at first, Jack Rich will be the DH, Trey Brimage in right, Adam Rourke in left, Henry Shearer will catch the second game as well as he caught the first game, and Preston Gamster will be your shortstop. The pitcher in the second game to get started will be Jordan Stribling, the 6'5" left-handed sophomore. It's got to make you think that there's a lot of good baseball left for Highland Park the next couple of years. That's our starting lineups. And I want to mention the coaches, Jason Wilson for the Allen Eagles. He sent me some information, including some of the stats for the Eagles, as well as I also got stats from Bobby Leidner and Coach Travis Yoder from the Scots. I want to thank them for all their hard work. If you don't know, if you have never coached a baseball team, you do not know the pregame preparation that these guys go through. It is immense. It looks like a lot of times they put the same lineup out there, but they've got to worry about innings for pitchers. They've got to worry about innings for catchers. They're trying to rotate players. These preseason tournaments are fantastic for these coaches. They get to learn a lot about their teams, and the games count, but they don't really count in district for playoffs. So you get a little bit of an experimentation, and you also find out a lot about your ball club. And both of these coaches are definitely finding out a lot about their team here. So the Scots take the field. And they'll do the starting lineups here on the PA, and then we'll get the national anthem.
Highland Park Scott Classic Tournament. Third game will be between the Allen Eagles and the Highland Park Scots. This time we'd like to introduce the starting lineup for each team, starting with the Allen Eagles. Players will take the baseline on their side of the field from Allen as soon as you're introduced. Leading off, center fielder Nick Mosquita. Number 12.
I don't think they're going to line up. They've already thrown warm-up pitches. I don't think they're looking for a delay.
Third baseman number 4, Brady Cove.
Want to remind you, you can keep up with Scott's baseball on Twitter, HB Scott's Baseball, HB Scott's Athletics, HP Scott's Live. You can keep up with GameOn Sports on all your favorite social media outlets. Just search GameOn Sports. There's a lot of GameOns out there. Make sure you get the right one following Highland Park Scott's Baseball. GameOn's a pretty big organization. We got a lot of stuff going on. Got cameras going out everywhere. We do lacrosse, basketball, softball, baseball.
First baseman number 24, Ryan.
There's a lot going on. So we are ready now after the throw down to second. And if we get a ball in the air that I lose, there's a lot of glare on this glass. I apologize. Very similar to the home run Curtis hit to end the first game. I saw it leave the bat, but I didn't see where it went until I saw he was walking around second base. So Mosqueda, the center fielder, will lead off for the Eagles. Stribling's first pitch is a strike. And something tells me I'll get a lot of information about the pitcher because his dad is sitting right next to me. And he's running the music for the PA system today. First, next pitch is up high for a ball. Mom Tina was very entertaining last weekend in the stands at Rock Hill and at McKinney. So I'm putting the pressure on Blaine to entertain me here. And that misses a little high. 2 balls and a strike. And the glare is really bad. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to follow the ball when it leaves the bat or not. I'll have to watch the fielders to see where the ball is going. That's a ball down low. Gets away from Shearer. 3-1. Jordan threw a heck of a game last weekend up in McKinney. From the stretch, misses inside. That's a leadoff walk for Mosqueda. The Eagles won the first game they played today by a 2-1 count. They mustered only 5 hits.
Third baseman Brady Cove.
Brady Coe will be the next batter. There's a strike. Coe comes in with 4 home runs for the Eagles. That's all the home runs the Eagles have hit this young season. He has 4, only 5 RBIs to go with those home runs. He plays third base, batting second. Stribling's next pitch, ground ball up the middle, gets past True, sneaks into center field. Mosqueda going to challenge the arm of Jurevec, and he's going to be a duck at third base. He knocks Bailey over, but he's out. And Coe only gets to first base. So Mosqueda out on the bases for the first out. That is going to be an 8-5 put out. Good throw from Jurevec. Charged the ball. He wasn't that far behind second base when he made the throw. So it was an easy out at third. Coe with a good lead at first. First pitch is up and in on Carter, the left fielder for the Eagles. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Carter. The number 3 batter, Sometimes that number 3 batter is the big stick in the lineup. You don't necessarily want to steal bases, but sometimes they want to steal bases to set him up. You see a lot more base stealing at this level and in college than you will in any pro level. Coach walks through a few signs. Carter steps out, takes a look. Coe advancing his lead, waiting for Stribling to go into the stretch, and he'll go over to first. He must have been listening to me talk about stealing bases. Stribling kicks and fires. That's in the dirt, gets away, and that'll be a free base for Coe. Bounced a breaking ball in there, so that'll be a wild pitch in my unofficial book. The way I see it, it was a wild pitch. Not quite the crowd we had earlier today, but the fans are still coming in. And can we talk about the weather? It is a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Stribling kicks and the ball, 3-2 now to Carter. The weather's going to be a heavy conversation later into the night and probably most of the day tomorrow, and is going to completely contrast what we have out here right now. Around 70 degrees, light wind out of the south. That wind's going to, when we see the flag start to turn, we'll know the cold front is well on its way in. Curveball for a strike. Carter sits down. And that's 2 down in the top of the first. First strikeout for Stribling. And that brings up Green, the second baseman. Two outs, runner on second. Breaking ball. Stribling's got the breaking ball going. Green comes in hitting .538 into the weekend. That is putting the ball in play on a very regular basis. Stribling misses outside with that breaking ball. '18 is batting. Tate Green. Two balls and a strike now, so Green. Two outs, top of the first. Scotland Yard Classic from Scotland Yard in University Park, Texas. Sitting just off Lover's Lane. Pitch is way outside. Shearer had to jump into the other side batter's box to grab that one. And it's 3-1. Stribling looking to settle down and end the first. Eagles looking to extend the inning. That's going to be ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Nothing really hurt with the runner on second. Now there's runner on first. Helps your infield out. They can make a short throw. Get a force play. Voorhees, the DH now for the Eagles.
Designated hitter, Voorhees.
He comes in with a pretty hefty batting average. If I read this correctly, he's hit, oh no, I'm sorry. Not a good batting average. 0.67, not 670. One hit and 15 at bats. That's coming into today. I don't know how he did in the game earlier. Again, the Eagles mustered only 5 hits, but did score 2 runs and won that game 2-1. Gamster comes out to talk to Stribling. That might signal they've got a play going at second base. It might not. Middle infield is playing for a double play, but with 2 outs. They're cheating towards second. Stribling having a little difficulty finding the strike zone. Uncharacteristic. It's awkward to play a game and then sit for an hour and a half and then get back up and get loose again after an early morning game. But Jordan did not play in the first game, but it's still getting up, getting moving, and then sitting down and getting going again. There's a fastball, just misses down low. 2-0 now. Somebody's calling the press box. There's no food that we can deliver or needs to be delivered here, I don't think. Not speaking for everybody. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Voorhees. And I'll call time and step away. The 2-1. Just misses high. Still struggling. 3-1 now. This pitch to the hitter's advantage. He'll look for something in one spot to drive it. And Jordan is going to try to get it past him. The fastball is going to miss up high, and the bases are loaded. 3 walks in the inning. There was also a hit, and that hit led to an out at third base. And Travis Yoder is going to go try to calm Mr. Stribling down a little bit. Stribling has a brother, Logan, on the team as well. A returning letterman, a right-handed pitcher, but he has been playing basketball with a basketball team up until a week from Monday. May not see him in this tournament, but we may. Don't want to speak on behalf of the pitchers or the coaches. I know Mom and Dad would love to see him out there. That'll bring up Van Osdale, the shortstop, with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the top half of the first inning. Let's see if Stribling can kick and fire and find the strike zone now after a quick conversation with the head coach. First pitch misses inside. Had the breaking ball working a few batters ago. Fastball is running away from him right now. Swing, and by the way everybody's looking, I think it went foul. A lot of glare on this glass. A lot of glare. Van Osdale has to be a good prospect. He has signed to go to Oklahoma to play baseball. Hitting 6th in their order, playing shortstop. That misses down, and nope, it hit him. Apparently it made contact with a leg. That'll be a hit by pitch, a run scored, an RBI for Van Osdale. 1-0 Eagles in the top of the first. Bases still loaded and still 2 out. That'll bring up Scott, the catcher. First pitch to him, called a ball.
At the plate, pitcher Justin Scott.
I have 0 statistics on Mr. Scott. That doesn't mean he hasn't played. It just means that I didn't grab enough ball players to print. And had a printer malfunction at one point. There's a strike. 1-1 now. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the first. Eagles up 1-0. Scots trailed in their very first game last weekend 1-0 and 2-0 and 2-1 before coming back to win. There's a strike on the inside corner. And every time the Scots took the lead last weekend, they added on to it. Beautiful afternoon to play some baseball. Stribling delivers, fouled back. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes. High blue sky, not a cloud anywhere, and we're told a cold front is headed this way. We'll look for the wind to change. Then we'll know it's true. The pitch, and that's a called third strike. And we are done with the top half of the first inning. The Eagles do add a run, and on 1 hit there were 3 walks, a runner thrown out on the bases, and 2 strikeouts for Stribling. At the end of the half inning, the Eagles lead 1-0. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Second, we're ready to go in the bottom half of the first inning for the Highland Park Scots. It'll be the top of the order: Braden Jurovic, Jack True, Ben Bailey, Jurovic's going to go to Chicago to play his college baseball. The third baseman had a little something extra with him, had to give it to a coach to delay the game just a little bit. First pitch swinging, popped up towards first, and that'll be 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. Jack True, the batter, he had a hit in the first game. scored a run.
Second baseman Jack True.
Had a hit and a walk in the first game. Takes the ball for the first pitch. Swing and ball hit to the left side, and it's going to go foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a little tight. We saw a few hit batters earlier in the day. 3 in 1 inning. Scott stood there and took it. 1 forced in a run. Swing and a base hit into center field. Again, the glare on the glass, I lost it. I just saw the center fielder picking it up, but it's a base hit for Jack True. He likes the center channel. Preston Gamester has been using the third base shortstop channel for some hits. Ben Bailey, the third baseman, stepping up, one of 3 captains for the Scots. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. Had some very good defensive plays in the first game, including one he stretched out to make a diving stop and jumped up and made the throw to first. Jack Curtis on deck if he gets a chance. That ball gets away. True will go to second. That'll probably pretty much mean Curtis will get a chance. Runner now in scoring position to potentially tie the ball game. Colin Husband on the mound for the Eagles. We're told he's their ace. Swing and a miss from Bailey, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss from Bailey. That'll be 2 down. And that brings up Jack Curtis. He hit a fly ball to right center field in the first game that I lost in the glare, and somehow or another he hit it hard enough to get it over the tall wall in right center for a walk-off home run. The last 2 games the Scots have played, he has ended them with walk-off home runs, run ruling the opponents. First pitch to him was a ball outside. 2 outs, True at second base. Husband delivers, breaking ball up high. Definitely working the outside part of the plate. Husband appears to be a spin master. Not working too much with a fastball. And there's a fastball that gets a piece of Curtis. Does anybody get hit by more pitches than Jack Curtis? That's, by my count, that's 5 in like 3 games. He will take his base. That puts runners first and second and 2 out, and that brings up Jack Rich. Another Jack in the box this inning for the Scots. His back foot is almost to the front of the batter's box. He opens his stance a little bit, the left foot in the middle of the box. First pitch swinging to the shortstop, and Van Alsdale makes the play over to first, and that'll retire the side. We're through 1 complete inning with a score. The Eagles won, the Scots nothing. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Mesquita. 8, 9, and 1 to bat this inning against Jordan Stribling. See if Stribling can reel it in a little better this inning. Had 2 strikeouts in the first innings. He also walked a pair and gave up a hit and hit a batter. Very active pitcher box in the first inning. Must have been a little low. 2-0. And that's a little high. 3-0 on Martinez, the right fielder. Stribling misses high with the next pitch. Uncharacteristically walking now 3 batters before completing the 4th out of the game. That brings up the first baseman, Rukema. Allen brought a pretty nice contingent down. Straight down 75, I guess, if you live on the east side. Rukema shows bunt. Shearer doesn't catch it clean, but not enough to get a runner away. Number 9 batter, you'd think there might be a bunt to move the runner over for the top of the order. Decent lead at first, nothing special. Shows bunt again. Bailey charges from third, but Stribling misses with the pitch. It's 2-0 now. Cannot see into the bullpen for the Scots. I don't know if there's anything going down there. Rukema gets a sign, steps back in. Shearer and Stribling got their combo taken care of. Martinez a lead at first, and there is a bunt attempt, and that'll be a strike. Had the slider look to it, was definitely not straight. Of course, he's left-handed. That could mean he just threw it. Lefties get a lot of extra movement for some reason in the northern hemisphere. Kicks and fires out, will miss down low. 3-1, another hitter's pitch. Martinez, an average lead at first. The pitch, that'll be a strike. High end of the zone. A little bit of break to it. And now it's 3-2. We'll see if the runner goes. Stribling takes a look at first, kicks and fires, runner stays. Ball must have been low, and that's going to be another walk. 2 on, nobody out in the second. Back to the top of the order. Mesquita. He has signed along with Garrett Carter to play at Dodge City next year. And here comes Coach Yoder. Going to slow things down here. 2 on, nobody out, top of the second. Coach Yoder is from Carmel, Indiana. Was raised in Plano, graduated from Plano Senior High back in 1995, attended the University of Texas in Austin, got his master's from Lamar University. He's been the head coach in high school for 5 years, led them to the playoffs. This is his 17th year at Highland Park, 9th as the head coach. Stribling now, 2 on, nobody out. The top of the order up. Mosquito shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a breaking ball for a strike. Coach Wilson giving signs on the third base line. Something cooking in the kitchen for the Eagles. And there's the fake bunt play. And they do not get a runner taken off. No play there. Get your shortstop and second baseman charging, yelling bunt. And you look for one of the 2 runners, the runner from second to take off and get thrown out easily at third, or the runner from first to get caught in no man's land. Didn't work that time. Stribling misses. That'll be 2 balls and a strike. There's another version of that play where 3 of the infielders will charge and the second baseman will go in behind the runner at second, and you look to get the easy out that way. That'll be a ball up high. 3-1.
Go, Jordan.
Hitters count. Stribling struggling in his second inning, looking for the first out. Double play in order. There's a strike. And now we're full. We'll see now if that puts the runners in motion. 3-2. Nobody out. Stribling steps back. And he'll jump back on. Out of the stretch. Checks the runner at second. Checks him again. And delivers. They do go. Strikeout. And they'll be safe at second. So the double steal did happen. The throw on the backside runner at second, but he gets the base ahead of Shearer's throw. But Mosquito swings and misses. The third strikeout for Stribling. There's 1 down in the top half of the second. That brings up Coe, their home run threat. Ball down in the dirt. Brady Coe, 4 home runs already on the young season. Third baseman. Looks like a little guy. Swings like a big guy. A la Dustin Pedroia of the Red Sox. Shearer can't find it. Luckily, it's right in front of him. 2 balls and no strikes now to Coe. Stribling induces a swing and a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. Runners on second and third. Eagles already up 1-0. They have but 1 hit. There have also been 4 walks and a hit batter. Base runners galore through 2 innings. Stribling, breaking ball, beautiful pitch. And we're even at 2. Breaking ball, that'll be called third strike. Coe looks at that one. 2 down now in the second. Deuces wild 2-on, 2-out in the top of the second. And that brings up Carter, a strikeout victim his first time. Stribling looking to gather himself and settle down and get through this second inning without a run. 2 ducks on the pond. And there's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Sometimes we have runners who are dead ducks, and sometimes we have ducks who are just on the pond. These guys are waiting out there. Those are very old baseball terms, by the way. I'm a very old baseball guy, I guess. That pitch missed outside the batter's box, on a way out to Shearer's right. A ball and a strike to Carter, the left fielder, number 3 batter for the Eagles. Looks at a fastball just up and out of the zone. 2-1 now. Stribling not as sharp as he was last weekend. But it's still early, just the second inning. Kicks and fires. There's a good pitch. Don't have the radar gun. Last weekend he was hitting 90 up at Rock Hill. Just a sophomore. Plenty of good growing to go. That ball makes contact with the bat towards True at second. Let's see if they get the out. The ball gets away at first. Gets into the dugout. 2 runs will score. And Carter will end up at second base. I am going to call that an E4. Since there were 2 outs, I'm not going to credit any RBIs. Again, my book is unofficial. Except I can tell you the score is now 3-0. That's official. 3-0. The Eagles now trail. This is their biggest deficit in 6 games. Swinging a ground ball again to True. This time he is True to Curtis to make the play for the out. But the Eagles do get on the board again. They score a pair. There was not a hit. There were a pair of walks and an error and 2 strikeouts. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. The Eagles lead the Scots 3-0. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. And here we go for the bottom half of the second inning. Coming up for the Scots, Trey Brimage, Adam Rourke, Henry Shearer, the 6, 7, 8 batters, to face Husband, the ace for the Eagles. First pitch swung and fouled at the plate for a strike. Colin Husband, the right-hander, had a strikeout, a hit batter, and gave up a hit in the first. The 1-1, he works pretty quick. Misses that one for a ball. 2-1. Brimage grounds this one foul down the first baseline. Had a line drive triple down the line in right field in the first game to bring in the first run of the game, following up a Jack Rich double. There's a big breaking ball that must have caught some part of the plate. Brimage is going to look at it for strike 3, and there's one down in the top half of second, or the bottom half of the second inning. I'm sorry. Adam Rourke now the batter. Plays left field today for the Scots. Takes one outside. Swing and a miss. Rourke is a defensive back on the football team. Very fast, swings and fouls that one. 1-2 now. A lot of crossover athletes on this baseball team. Basketball players, football players. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down, 1 looking, 1 swinging, both strikeouts. And that'll bring up Henry Shearer, the catcher. Shearer also caught the earlier game. Preston Gamster on deck if he gets a chance. First pitch misses high from Husband. The Temple signee. He seems to have settled into his rhythm. Just misses inside 2-0. And that'll be outside 3-0 now to Shearer. He gets on. We'll get a special pinch runner for him since he's the catcher. They'll make him put the gear back on as quick as he possibly can to quicken play. He takes a strike, 3-1. Still an advantage for the Highland Park Scott catcher. Looking for a pitch to hit. Husband working quick. That might have been a pitch to hit, but he didn't get much of it. Swings through it. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Misses inside. Shearer draws the walk. And let's see who the pinch runner is going to be. That is William White, also a crossover athlete, plays also on the football team. And that brings up Preston Gamster, who came into the day hitting .500, was 1 for 3 in the first game. Good lead from White. Ball down in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Scott. White does not advance. We'll see if he goes on this pitch. They'll keep him close. Yeah, no reason to bring in a special pinch runner if he's not going to run, right? Put himself in scoring position. The pitch, he holds it first. It's down low. Husband has the respect of either Coach Yoder or William White, or both. The pitch to Gamster misses up high. We're looking at 3-0 now. Top of the order, Braden Jarovec on deck. Looked at one pitch his first time up, popped it up. He'd love to get a chance here. And that'll be a strike. 3-1 now to Gamster. Sun's dropping a little lower, increasing the glare. I hope Tyler, the cameraman, doesn't get that kind of glare. He needs to follow the ball. That will make contact, and that'll put 2 runners on with 2 outs. So Shearer walks with 2 outs. Gamster hit by a pitch, and we've got 2 on with 2 out in the second. At the top of the order, Braden Jirovic. Again, he saw 1 pitch his first time, and he popped it up to the first baseman. Hespin's now hit 2 batters. Walked 1 and given up a hit. The hit belongs to the man now on deck, Jack True. Umpire says stop the music and let's go. Van Osdale playing a little behind the runner at second. Breaking ball, first pitch. It misses. A little tighter strike zone on this umpire than what we saw earlier today. We saw some unusual strike calls in the first game. And that ball gets away, and we're going to have a play at third. And they're going to throw out White at third, 2-5. And Jirovic will start the inning again next time. So that's 3 outs. And we have completed 2 full innings. The Eagles lead the Scots 3-0. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Hits and 2 runs, none earned. He's walked 2, struck out 6, and he's hit a batter. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. The batter is Voorhees, the DH for the Eagles. His first time up, he took a walk. Webster's pitch high and away. Scott's pitching having difficulty finding the strike zone in the afternoon game. Still time to come on out if you're looking to come to the ballpark. Not a lot of seats left as Webster throws it right over the helmet of Voorhees. There is some seating down the line, filling in well behind home plate. That's a 4-pitch walk, not the way you want your relief pitcher to get started. That'll bring up Van Osdale, the shortstop Oklahoma signee. A couple more players run down to the bullpen for the Scots. I didn't get a number. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch down and away. Gets away from Shearer, but not enough for the runner to move up. Eagles have been blessed with base runners galore through the first 3 innings. 3 have come all the way around, making the left turns and touching home plate. They lead 3-0. Swing and a ground ball foul. That's the first strike thrown by Webster. 1-1 now. Eagle shortstop stands tall in the box. Now he shows bunt. Ball gets away. That'll be an easy base for Voorhees. I'm going to call that one a wild pitch. Again, my book is unofficial. Not a lot of bend in the knees of the batter. Didn't used to see that at all. Everybody had some sort of a crouch. And there's a strike on the inside corner. 2-2 now. Voorhees at second. Nobody out. Top of the third. Scott's defense doesn't seem to be too worried about the runner at second. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball fools Van Osdell, and there is one down. That'll bring up Scott, the catcher, who was caught looking at a third strike his first time up. Scotland Yard Classic being played under beautiful skies, fantastic weather. Things will change on that front. First pitch, don't know how it didn't hit him. Inside for a ball. Almost 5 o'clock traffic coming by on Lover's Lane. Sam Webster the pitch. Ground ball to second. True will have to make the play to first. A little low throw to Curtis. He pulls it out of the dirt, and there are 2 down. Runner advances to third. And that'll bring up Martinez, the right fielder. His first time up, he walked and came around to score. He also stole a base last inning. Webster from the stretch, long stretched out. Left foot ball gets away, will not get a run home. Webster's set position looks a lot like Trevor Hoffman, the old San Diego Padres reliever, where he stretched his leg out, had high hands. And when he went out, he got the save. He was a save machine. A ball and no strikes now to Martinez. Webster kicks and fires, swing and a foul. It either hit the top of the catcher, Shearer, or the umpire. Looks like Shearer took the helmet off to shake it out. Umpire hand delivers a ball to Webster. Bobby Leidner coming over to hand the ball off to the umpire. Did not look like there was an extended message that he was also delivering. A ball and a strike now to Martinez. Top of the third with 2 outs. Just outside. Voorhees also leading from third base. On with a walk. Moved on a wild pitch and a ground ball. Webster looking to shut it down. Swing and a ball in the air, foul. Back behind us. Did not hear any crash. A few good seats available, no parking. park a long way away and walk. But you don't want to park too close to a baseball field anyway. Webster with the 2-2. Just misses inside. And that'll bring the count full.
Find it right here. Finish it.
The 3-2 swung and fouled back to the screen. We'll do it all again. Voorhees camps over at third. No reason for him to run. Rukema, the first baseman, on deck if he gets a chance. Webster looking to set him down. Swing and a ground ball that gets past Curtis into right field for an RBI single. That brings in the fourth run for the Eagles. And that brings up Rukema, the first baseman. His first time up, he walked. He had a stolen base and a run scored last inning. Webster deals way outside to the number 9 batter in the Eagle lineup. Pretty good lead. Webster sees it and throws over to first, getting Martinez back. Another throw over to first. Martinez jumps right back off and gets a decent lead. His secondary, just a half a step. Webster's pitch. And we're going to say that hit the batter. Another hit by pitch. This one stings with 2 outs and the number 9 batter up. So with a run in and now 2 on, with 2 out, we go back to the top of the order. Nick Mosqueda, the center fielder and leadoff batter for the Eagles, will come up. He has walked and struck out, yet to utilize the bat.
Hey, take it up. You got 2 now. Let's get him out.
Webster now laboring in his first inning. He has a strikeout, a walk, and a hit by pitch. He's also given up a hit. First pitch is way outside, having difficulty finding the zone.
Make the adjustment, Sam.
Webster was supposed to start tomorrow. The others expecting no game tomorrow.
Webster's pitch swung in the air to right center. A glare. The glare has it to where we don't know. I think the right fielder, Brimage, caught it. And we're going to say Brimage made the play for the 3rd out to end the inning. So 1 run in, 1 hit, a walk, a hit batter, 2 left on. Through 3.5 innings, the Eagles lead the Scots 4-0. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Braden Jurovic will lead off. He was on base when William White was thrown out, catcher to third, trying to advance on what would have been a wild pitch. Husband steps off the mound, and now he comes right back up. Jurovic steps back in. First pitch inside for a ball. Next pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Jurovic came into today hitting .350 with a .417 on base percentage, and there's a swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And the play is made by Van Osdal, but not in time. That's going to be an infield hit. Van Osdal went well into the hole, came up firing, a little off target, and Jurovic beat it to first. That'll bring up Jack True. He has a hit already today. First pitch to him, breaking ball up high. Middle infield definitely looking for the double play, cheating a few steps towards the middle, giving a hole on either side. True has several hits up the middle in the early season, including a hit today and an early game and a hit earlier in this game. Ben Bailey is on deck. Jurovic, not much of a lead. True fouls it back. A ball and 2 strikes now to True. That'll miss up high. 2-2. And way outside, all the way to the backstop. It'll be 3-2 now. That advances Jurovic all the way to second base. In my unofficial book, I'll call that a wild pitch. If anybody calls it anything else, they don't know baseball. That was very wild. 3-2 now to True. Jurovic leads from second. Ground ball towards second. Good job hitting behind the runner, moving him over to third. And there's one out as Green makes the play to first. That'll bring up Ben Bailey, who struck out swinging his first trip up. Heads up. High and tight with a curveball. Husband misses Bailey and the strike zone, 1-0. Husband has hit a pair already today. Kicks and fires, good fastball down the middle for a strike. Jack Curtis on deck. Jurovic leads from third. Bailey looking for something to hit. Swings and fouls it at the plate. Be a ball and 2 strikes. Heads up. And once again, Husband contacts a batter. That is his 3rd hit batter in the game. Brings up Curtis, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Runners now 1st and 3rd and 1 out. We'll see if they send Bailey It was a breaking ball. I don't think it hurt him hard. It can still hurt when it hits you solid and doesn't glance off of you. Husband kicks and fires, no runner. Going to get a breaking ball for a strike. Curtis not afraid of the ball. He's stepping right in almost on top of home plate. Maybe that's why he gets hit so often. Swing and a miss. It'll be 0-2. First and third, 1 out. 2 strikes. We'll see if they send the runner to second with 2 strikes. He goes. The pitch is outside for a ball. Was not a double steal. We get the stolen base by Bailey. A ball on Curtis. And Jerovic stays at third. Two and two, yes. Husband kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Maybe foul tipped into the glove. That's going to be a strikeout. 2 away. That brings up Jack Rich, the designated hitter, who grounded out short first his first time. Breaking ball for a strike. 2 on and 2 out. Scots really need to get those runners in. Husband delivers, swing and a miss. It'll be 0-2 to Rich. Husband working quick. Swing and a foul back. Rich stays alive. Husband delivers another ball in the air. Going to go foul. Just missing a car. Several people thought they got lucky by getting a close parking spot. Not so sure. The 0-2 up high to Rich. A ball and 2 strikes now. Husband really working fast. There's a ground ball right at Green at second. He makes the play over to Rukema to retire the side. No runs. There was an infield hit and a hit batsman. 2 people left on base. No score that time for the Scots. Through 3 complete innings, the Eagles lead the Scots 4-0. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. You can catch up with the Scots on Twitter. A whole bunch of the ball players have a Twitter account. HP Scots Live, HP Scots Baseball, HP Scots Athletics. Catch GameOn Sports on all your favorite social media. There's says bunt, they'll let it roll, and it goes foul. Brady Coe, the first batter, facing Sam Webster in the 4th inning. Coe has singled and struck out. He's scored a run. Webster in his first inning of play, very active sheet. He had a walk, a strikeout, gave up a hit a batter, putting marks on lots of columns. Coe now has finally made his way back to the batter's box. Webster stretches it out, kicks and fires, swing, and another foul ball. If we can get a cloud to come out in right field, that would help us out a lot up here. That pitch is high and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Big glare coming from the right field side. The Scots are in the third base dugout. Kind of unusual for the home team to be in the third base dugout, but that's where they are. There's a breaking ball for strike 3. Webster strikes out Coe. That's his second time to look at a called third strike. There's one down in the 4th. Lots of baseball fields are oriented so that left field is the sun field late in the day. Scots have turned their field so that the sun field is actually the third base dugout. But it's also closest to the admin building. And the field wouldn't fit in this part of the property if it was pointed to left. Just throw everything out of whack. A ball and a strike now. The batter is Carter, the left fielder, who has struck out and reached on an error. Swing and a foul over by the Scots dugout. Webster throwing a lot more strikes this inning than last, at least to get started. Kick and fire, swing and a ground ball to third. Bailey picks it up and fires across. Did Curtis stay on the bag? They say he did. That's going to be a ground out, third to first, 2 down. And that'll bring up Green, the second baseman, the number 4 hitter in the lineup for the Eagles. His previous at-bats, he has walked and grounded out. First pitch is high. Webster looking to put the first 0 on the scoreboard for the Scots in this game. In relief of Jordan Stribling, who threw 55 pitches in 2 innings. Swing and a foul back. A ball and a strike now to Green. And I think that made contact with fingers on the bat. So not a 1-2-3 inning. A hit batter, Green, will advance to first. Now to bring up Voorhees, the DH, who has walked twice. He has scored a run. Green with a average lead at first. Webster still looking for the shutout inning. Kicks and fires, breaking ball for a strike. Good start to Voorhees. Webster's a junior. Another breaking ball, another strike. Pitch is outside. The throw down to second. Gamster says they got him, but umpire didn't agree with him. Green will get a stolen base. Be 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Voorhees. And they're going to let Green go unaccosted from second base. True and Gamster playing true to their positions. Webster kicks and fires, swing and a miss, and there is the first shutout inning of the afternoon game for the Scots. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 1 swinging, 1 looking, no runs or hits. There was a hit batsman. And we'll go to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Eagles leading 4-0. You're watching Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. The 4th inning, Brimage, Rourke, and Shearer due up for the Scots. Scots are working on just 2 base hits so far in the game. They've struck out 4 times in the first 3 innings. First pitch outside to Brimage. Next pitch, Husband working very fast, swing and foul. He is ready to pitch really fast. I wonder if that's what the umpire is talking to him about. It's almost as if he gets the ball and he already knows what he's going to throw. Defense likes to play behind a pitcher like that. That pitch will miss up high, 2-1. And he's right back on the mound. And kicks and fires. Swing and a tapper to third to see if it stays fair. It does not. Brimage will have to come back. Speeding down the line, he wanted that infield hit. Four nothing in the 4th. The Eagles lead the Scots. Breaking ball, that's going to be a called 3rd strike. Trey was just looking at that one. It's the 2nd time he has been called out on strikes. That'll bring up Adam Rourke, who struck out swinging his first trip. 5 strikeouts now for Colin Husband. We're told he's the Eagles ace. He's looked pretty good. And that's a strike, 1-1. Working surprisingly quick. Surprisingly quick. Rourke steps out and back in, and there's another pitch inside, 2 balls and a strike. Missing up high, 3-1. Husband has walked one, but he has hit two and allowed 2 hits. And he's now walked 2 as Adam Rourke will now take first base. And here comes Coach Wilson to talk to his ace. And the ace is going to give him the ball. So we're going to have a relief pitcher coming in from the sunshine and right. Have no idea what his number is. We'll find out for you and get it to you in just a moment. This is Highland Park Scots Baseball on GameOn Sports. Jason. The pitcher is number 10. Gehrig Vogel. E.L. Okay, back to baseball. Bottom half of the 4th inning with 1 out and 1 on. Gehrig Vogel, number 10. I'm going to say that does not sound like a baseball name. It could be just me. Sounds like a European soccer player name, if you ask me. But what do I know? His first pitch is outside. Appears to throw just a little harder than Husband. Rourke, the runner from first, he advances to second on the single by the catcher Shearer. Shearer has walked and singled now. William White will be the special runner to allow the catcher to put that gear back on so he can play defense. And that brings up Preston Gamster, who was nicked by a pitch and awarded first base his first time up. One of 3 people Husband hit while pitching today. Just 3 hits now so far for the Scots in the game, all singles. Gamster checks his swing on a ball in the dirt, and both runners will move up because the catcher Scots just figured out where the ball is. So that puts ducks on the pond for Gamster with 1 out. Yes, the sun is wreaking havoc in the press box. Apparently also behind home plate because the catcher had no idea where that ball was. That is one thing a little awkward about the orientation of the field is the players don't look at the sun from these angles at a lot of fields around the metro area. Gamster swing and a ground ball towards the middle. They'll concede a run. Van Alsdale goes to first. The ball gets away. 2 runs will score, and Gamster will go all the way to second. I'm going to call that in my book an E6. It looked like the play was being made, so I'm going to call that an error. My book is unofficial. Do not take what I say as baseball law. It's just my book. I will give Preston an RBI because it looked like they were conceding a run. And with 1 out and a runner on, the score is now 4-2 as both Rourke and White scored on that play, on the ground ball that looked like it should have been an out. So Gamster now leading from second. Fly ball in the air to short right, not going to be deep enough to move the runner. Handled by the right fielder. He did. Play. That'll be 2 away. And that brings up Jack True. That was Juravec who made the fly out to right. True has a single and a ground out today. Second baseman is playing way deep in the hole, giving True a chance to ground one just beyond the pitcher and possibly get an infield hit. Love the turf, the surface, the turface that I called it. It looks beautiful. Swing and a fly ball in the air to left. Should be made, and Carter makes the play for the third out. So the Scots get on the board, cut the lead in half. It is 4-2 after 4 innings. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Four to two in the top half of the 5th. Shortstop Van Alsdale coming back up to the plate. He has been hit by a pitch with the bases loaded and struck out swinging. Back foot flying on him there. Swings through a pitch. His toes are almost on the line closest to home plate. Sam Webster back out. Webster's 3rd inning. He looked really good last inning with a pair of strikeouts. He has 3 through 2 innings. He has hit a couple of batters. He's allowed a run on a hit and a walk. But he gets a strike 3 called on Van Alsdale to start the 5th. 1 down, that'll bring up Scott, the catcher. He has struck out and grounded out in his 2 trips. Four strikeouts now for Webster. That ball misses up high. Scots have a deep pitching roster. Should work out well for them in district play. There's a breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. Anybody in the press box remember John Peters? Used to pitch every game. Set the record for most wins by a high school pitcher. Went to college, I think, at A&M and was pretty much worn out. Ball and 2 strikes. Scots won't need to rely on just one guy. They've got a good roster full of pitchers. Ground ball to third. Going to go foul. Lots of baseball history from Highland Park. Chris Young. Fly ball going to go foul, I think, to right. Maybe out onto Lover's Lane. Chris Young was a 98 graduate, and he pitched for half a dozen teams in the big leagues. He's currently the Rangers general manager. Clayton Kershaw, of course. Current players in the pros, Bo Schultz for the Pirates. Matthew Milburn is in the minors with Stockton. College players, Grayson Jones, Grant Kipp, Christian Clark, Aaron Plotkin, Patrick Shearer. Swing and a miss, strike three. Hudson Hefner and Sterling Sutcliffe. 2 up, 2 down in the fifth. Strikeout looking, strikeout swinging. And here's Martinez, the right fielder. He's walked, scored a run, stole a base, had a hit and an RBI. So he's been on the bases both times. Swing and a ball in the air to left. Rourke camps under it. That's the quickest inning by a Highland Park Scott pitcher this game with that flyout. 3 up and 3 down, a nice clean sheet. Through 4.5 innings, it's 4-2. The Eagles lead the Scots. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. And we're ready to start the bottom half of the fifth inning. Ben Bailey, Jack Curtis, Jack Rich due up for the Scots here. Bailey has struck out and been hit by a pitch. He has a stolen base. Slightly open stance. Garrick Vogel still on the mound. First pitch just missed him. Vogel gave up a pair of runs last inning, coming on in relief of Husband. Colin Husband had shut the Scots out through the first 3 innings. Vogel now 1-2 on Bailey. One of the runs last inning charged to Husband, 1 to Vogel. Swing and a miss. They'll have to make the play to first. Scott draws Rukema off the bag. No. That is a strikeout and an error on the throw down by the catcher. So it is a strikeout but not an out, and an E2 in my unofficial book. Bailey is on base. That brings up Jack Curtis, the potential tying run. William White will now run for Ben Bailey. We mentioned Curtis as the potential tying runner because he's sent a couple of balls over the wall in the last couple of games. The throw over gets White to jump back. And if I don't see what's going on over there, it's because the sun is almost right over the back from my angle. That pitch is down in the dirt, and that will send White down to second. And he makes it in there with a headfirst slide. Curtis has been hit by a pitch and struck out in his 2 previous attempts. Jack Rich on deck. Pitch to Curtis. Swung on. That gets away as well, and that'll move William White to third. We believe that the catcher is having as much difficulty with the sun as we are. And we're going to believe that all day. 0-2 now to Curtis. He's got to also be battling the sun. Pitch swung and fouled. Still 0-2. Garrick Vogel, pitcher for the Eagles, kicks and fires. Curtis swings and misses. First base is open. They're going to try to play at the plate. Ball gets away. So Curtis will advance to first on a strikeout. Bailey, or actually White coming in, running for Bailey, will advance from third and score. So now there have been 2 strikeouts in the inning, yet there are no outs as Curtis makes it safe to first. Now, a quick conversation. Jason Wilson, I don't know what he was talking about. Contact at home plate, maybe. Don't know. But White slid in and was safe, and there was not a play at first, so Curtis is over there. That brings up Jack Rich, who's grounded out twice his previous 2 attempts. Yes, it's 4-3 now. Potential tying run at first, nobody out, although 2 strikeouts in the inning. Rich swings through one. And now we'll get a special pinch runner for Curtis. And I'm not sure who it is because I can't see the guy over there. He'll throw over to first. He gets back. Pete McCann was used as a pinch runner in the earlier game today. There's a chance that could be him. Swing and a miss by Rich. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Good lead at first. And they throw over. Any idea who that is over there? Jack.
Okay. It's probably, I'm going to say it's either William White or Pete McCann.
Well, White already ran in the inning. Probably Pete McCann. We're thinking ball in the air to right center. It looks like it's going to get down for extra bases. And coming around, and we're thinking that is Pete McCann, and he will come around and score the tying run. And that's a 2-bagger and an RBI for Rich. 2 strikeouts, but no outs in the inning, and now we're tied at 4. And that brings up Trey Brimage, who has looked at 2/3 strikes today. If nothing else, he'll be looking to move the runner. We'll see if they're going to call anything special to do that. Not on that pitch. Why would you? You don't have to. The catcher having difficulty catching the ball. Scott's trailed 4-0, and now we're tied at 4. Tallying a pair of runs in each of the last 2 innings. Still batting here in the 5th with nobody out. We have the potential to set a baseball record with 5 strikeouts this inning. That would be unusual, but we'll see how it plays out. Gehrig's pitch swung on, ground ball towards the middle. The second baseman Green up and throwing. And that will get the out and move the runner. Runner now at 3rd with only 1 out. That brings up Adam Rourke, our left fielder. He's paying attention to the signs from Travis Yoder. One out, 1 on, potential lead run at 3rd. Breaking ball up high and away. Catcher finally catches one clean. They call it catcher, not chaser. Vogel's pitch down in the dirt. Actually, he called a strike, so it wasn't that low. That's what that glare does to me. I can't see straight. 1-1, Vogel. Ball in the air, straightaway center. Maybe deep enough to score the run. Here's the throw coming from center field. Close play at the plate. They call him safe. Jack Rich coming home from 3rd. And the sacrifice fly from Adam Rourke.
Nice job, Adam Rourke.
2 outs, and the Scots now lead 5-4. That'll bring up Henry Shearer, the catcher. And with 2 outs now, no danger of setting any strikeout records in an inning. Ball put in play towards 1st. We're going to call that foul. Looking into the sunshine over there. It's not so much the sun as it is so much the sun and the glare on the window. Have to see what we can do for that going into the season here. No balls and a strike now to Shearer. Vogel's pitch is going to make it 0-2. Wind has completely died outside. Flags are not a flutter a bit. Vogel's breaking ball. I'm gonna call that one a ball, 1-2. The pitcher, the umpire was looking at the catcher for something. I thought he was going to call it a strike, but he did not. Vogel, another breaking ball. That one he will call a strike, and that'll end the inning. 3 strikeouts in the inning, also 3 runs. The Scots take the lead. After 5 complete innings, the Scots lead 5-4 over the Allen Eagles. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. thing. We have a pinch hitter number 3. That is Xavier Sanchez coming up for the Eagles. Sanchez has signed to play at Ranger Junior College. He hits here for Rukema, the first baseman, leading off the 6th. First pitch is fouled. Strike 1. Rukema had walked and been hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored a run. Sanchez swings again at a breaking ball from Webster out for his 4th inning. He settled down after a little bit of a shaky start. Jordan Stribling was a little shaky as well. There's a check swing and a breaking ball, and 1 down. Sanchez, we'll call that a swinging strike, even though it was only a half-hearted swing. That brings up the top of the order Mesquita, the center fielder. Nick Mesquita has walked, struck out, and flied out. Webster relying on the off-speed pitches now. And there's a fastball a little up out of the zone, 1-1. Another breaking ball for a strike. Nice long shadows coming across the infield from the infielders and the pitcher. Stretching all the way from the batter's box almost to the warning track area behind home plate from the batter. Webster, the 1-2, swinging. Will get the throw to first. Shearer to Curtis. And there are 2 down. That's 7 strikeouts now for Webster as he works in his 4th inning, and that brings to bat Brady Coe. Coe has been struck out looking twice. He also has a single and a run scored. The number 2 batter for the Eagles. He looks at a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Webster's really got the breaking balls going. Kicks and fires. Another breaking ball hit in the air to right. From what we can tell, Brimage is under it and makes the play for the 3rd out. A very quick inning for Sam Webster. 2 strikeouts and a flyout, and we go to the bottom half of the 6th with the Scots leading 5-4. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Up now for the Scots in their blue and gold with white pants. High socks for Preston Gamster as he steps in. Gamster's been hit by a pitch, reached on an error, got an RBI, a ball that scored 2 runs. His last time up. This completes 3 full times through the lineup for the Scots. Carrick Vogel still in. Fly ball into right center. I can see that one, but it looks like it's going to be an easy play for the right fielder. Martinez hauls it in, and there's one down. Brings us back to the top of the order. Braden Jurovic. He's popped out, flied out. He's also got an infield single. 1 for 3 on the day in the second game of the Scotland Yard Classic for the Scots. They won earlier today 11-0 against the the Indians of Keller. They battle now the Allen Eagles. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Jurovic. Jack True on deck. Ben Bailey to follow if he gets a chance. There's a breaking ball for a strike. The 1-2. Another breaking ball hit foul in the air. It looks like we're going to miss the cars on Lover's Lane this time. Still 1-2. Vogel got 2 of the outs in the 4th inning. Got 2 strikeouts, but no outs through the strikeout in the 5th inning. He did finish that inning. And he works here in the 6th. Actually, he got 3 strikeouts last inning. Just 2 that didn't actually acquire outs. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. They'll make the throw down to first. This time they make it clean. Had an error like that last inning. 2 down now. That brings up Jack True. True's 1 for 3. Single, ground out, fly out. 5-4 lead for the Scots. Ball's outside. Colin Husband started. He went 3 1/3, gave up a couple hits and a run. Husband, we're told, was their ace. Fly ball into center. Nice catch going back on the ball by Mosqueda, and that will do it in the 6th for the Scots. And we go to the 7th inning with the Scots leading 5-4. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. To Hannah Montana. I guess I listened to some newer music back then. Anyway. Let's go, Webby. Carter, Green, and Voorhees in the 7th. Sam Webster on for his 5th inning of work. Had a very good last couple of innings. 3 up, 3 down the last 2 innings. Hit a batter 3 innings ago. 7 strikeouts in the book for Webster. The 0-1 now, he's going to step off. Scott's looking to close it out. Ground ball, double hit by Carter. They don't allow that, so we'll call it foul. No balls and 2 strikes to Green. The second baseman, number 4 batter, he puts one in the air, going to go foul into the sunshine to our right. Apparently it hit a horse. Must be a Mustang out there on Lover's Lane. The 0-2 from Webster. Swing and a miss, 1 down. A high fastball. Got it past him. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Carter, the left fielder. This is Green, the second baseman. I think I was calling him Green. Oh. Green has walked, grounded out, and been hit by a pitch. Webster's pitch. Check swing. Did he go? I guess they said yes. Can't see the umpire down there. Nope, it's a ball. Umpire at home says it's a ball. Umpire at home put up 1 finger on his left hand. Now that's a strike. Now we're 1-1. Webster in shutdown mode. Just misses outside with a fastball. Oh, a weak swing at that one. Fooled him. Had the slider look to it. Outside, 2-2. Ground ball to short. Gamser fields it cleanly, fires to first. Curtis makes the play, and there are 2 down. 1 out to go in this one. Don't want to work on anybody's superstitions, but 1 out left. Voorhees, the designated hitter, steps in as the last hope for the Eagles. 5-4 the Scots lead. Top half of the 7th, they trailed 4-0 and came roaring back in the 4th and 5th innings to score all 5 of their runs to take their 5-4 lead. Webster has looked good on the mound, came in a little shaky, walked his first batter, who ended up scoring, but since then has struck out 8 on the way, working in his 5th inning. In relief, he will get the win if they lock it down here. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Voorhees.
Yes, good.
Webster, the 1-2. Tried to get fancy. Didn't work. Off-speed pitch down in the dirt of the turfus in the batter's box opposite where the batter is. We'll do it again. 2-2. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Just inside. Almost hit the batter. And now we're full. Would like to keep the potential tying run off the bases. You never know in baseball. You just never know. The pitch, breaking ball for a strike. 9 strikeouts for Webster, and that is your ball game. Webster is the winning pitcher. The losing pitcher is Garrick Vogel. There were no home runs. Eagles have 4 runs on just 2 hits, made 2 errors. The Scots 5 runs on 4 hits, and they made 1 error. All my stats are unofficial, but that is 2 games and 2 wins, 7 wins in a row for the Scots after opening the season 0-2. They're now 7-2 as they play in the Scotland Yard Classic. I'm Rob Davis for GameOn Sports. Jim Dixon, if there are more games in the Scotland Yard Classic this weekend, will be your announcer. Come on out to the ballpark, weather permitting. I don't think it's going to look as good tomorrow as it does today. We'll find out. For Tyler Presley, the cameraman, Trevor Van Dam back at the broadcast center, for Fred Garner, the executive producer, and everyone else on the GameOn Sports team, I am Rob Davis. Thank you for watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.